So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Jets going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. One man in the backfield, Elliott. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And the defense for New York.
David Harris is a playmaker at inside linebacker and also one of the most durable guys in the league.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets take possession. They'll come out in the pistol. First carry for Matt Forte. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Second down, Fitzpatrick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at quarterback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
On second down, Fitzpatrick again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. Third down here.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
10 yards to go on third. They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. And Anderson's got it. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 48 yards. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Nick Folk for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the last
you can hear me, right?
3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
I'm using the team you started this with, man. You're the one that picked them. So far, they're doing good.
They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
That's what's up. That's what I thought was happening before, but I guess not.
So
man, I wish you could have seen that last game, dude. You'd have been proud of me.
Again to Elliott, and he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They'll come out in the pistol.
Well, I'll never use it again.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He gets this one away.
You know how we do, man. I ain't ignoring you.
And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. As the Jets file back on the field for the next offensive series, let's look ahead. What does this team need to adjust in the offseason? Because you know there's going to be a lot of questions from that fan base and the front office.
Well, so much attention is paid to the defense, and rightly so, because they have some big-time players over there. You talk about Muhammad Wilkerson and Sheldon Richardson, and last year their first-round pick, Darren Lee.
And the ball's out. Loses it. It's the Cowboys, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Now here come the Cowboys. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down. And get
rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Molden in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Charles, pretty obvious that at this point, Zeke, he's going to, no pun intended, run away with a rushing title this season.
Seriously, did you just say no pun intended?
Everyone always says it's not intended, but it's always intended. It was intended.
It's intended. It's just like when someone says no disrespect, prepare to be disrespected. Right. Yeah. You know it's coming.
Right. I intended the pun, dude.
You intended the pun. 159 yards and a touchdown. How great was Zeke in that game, setting everything up for Dallas, taking on the big carries, and carrying them home to a victory against Tampa Bay.
For Dez, when Romo was under center, he was more the focal point. Now you got Zeke and obviously Dak at quarterback playing a little bit of second fiddle to some degree.
Yeah, he still had, 8 catches, 82 yards in the game against Tampa. And I know the numbers are going to be about half of what he normally does. But here's the thing. When they get to the playoffs, he may very well be sitting first chair again because they'll need the big plays from Dez Bryant.
4th down, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And New York set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. First down, Fitzpatrick. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays.
Come on.
Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll try and get it with Forte. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Again, we'll see the pistol here. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They come out here in the eye. On first down, this is Forte. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, Forte. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up to play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Fitzpatrick from the gun on third down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And Folk's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run with Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Taking
Mr. Revis.
Darrell Revis. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Prescott now on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play.
Shit.
Came right for it and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They needed 14. They got 15 here on third down. And they're going to speed things up here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps.
Somebody else.
In the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's not bad. That's just a pretty good game.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
7 man, he's got me thinking though.
A second down throw for Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A good pickup there, 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys.
Ooh, nice.
This time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Nice.
Hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Fitzpatrick now on second down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And Folk's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL, they get 3.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return.
Oh my fucking God. Oh no you don't. Oh no you don't.
Intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as
thanks, man.
Out onto the field.
Trying to play this, man. It's got a good game, man.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a second down throw for Fitzpatrick. And Anderson's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
They come out here in the eye. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Forte, the lone running back. He's going to get the football. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end of the half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
All afternoon.
Boy, you a bad man.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Play clock winding down. On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And Fitz, the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Again they run. Again it's Forte. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Hey, tell her I said hey. I'm sorry that you stinking up the room for.
Big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down.
I feel for you, Britt.
Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Fitzpatrick with a give.
Ooh, yeah.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him to make the play.
Okay.
They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. And
damn. Waited too long.
Sacked. Sean Lee from his outside linebacker.
Waited too long.
He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at about the 14. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
Running out.
The Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Well,
do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position.
You can't use that.
May open things up for your running backs.
Yeah. Got it.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Let's go! 2nd down, Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
And they went big on 1st down, proves unfruitful.
Okay, give it a chance to charge. Let it charge up a little bit. Then you can use it.
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way
Let
he
it charge
attacks
up a
the
little
football
bit.
in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
2nd down following the incompletion. Here we go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Prescott to throw it. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Fitzpatrick on 1st down. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it's a 1st down for the Jets. Really
yeah, I'm waiting for it.
Corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They come up in an offset eye. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. second down here after the incomplete pass. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. And that's incomplete. They're trying to go to Marshall that time, and that brings up 4th down.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to them, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now Prescott. His throw incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll bring
Come on now.
Down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but
you need to quit over there.
Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On second down, Prescott again. It's caught on the right side. Williams. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Sheldon Richardson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last
I think
quarter.
he'll quit right here if you don't get this first down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And
Yep, he's through.
This one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Here's the Jet offense. Now they head out to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can.
Your mom will have to deal with you.
On that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing again here. Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. Point they need. Anthony Hitchens.
Yeah, it's a wrap, but I just screwed it up right there.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the number one headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it. Not necessarily
I was thinking more Donkey Kong.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game.
Hey, man, you up for one tonight?
Because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
A second down throw for Prescott. And this one complete to Winton over the middle. Time for a break. We'll
Please tell me you up for one tonight.
After this. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Here we go. Prescott from the gun on third. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that'll bring up a fourth down.
Ah, okay. No problem. I'll get you one of these days.
So many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback.
Okay, that'll work.
On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He completes it to Bryant. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
My goal now is to keep my shutout.
First down, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Damn, man, you busy today. This is only my fifth game.
Second down now after the incompletion.
You sound like me.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Now no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Harris in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Here we go. Prescott now on second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
What's the matter? What'd you do?
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
You're okay.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Well, that's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. New York set to take the field, and they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and come away with nothing. That's a real tough one for them.
I don't think he can cook, man.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Really? Wow. They screwed me on that one, man. Nah, I want a cheeseburger, if anything.
Fitzpatrick here to throw. Sets up the screen to Forte.
Oh, why'd I do that?
Take it inside the 40-yard. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Fitzpatrick. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And brought down, but not before the
just let it run out. Kept my shutout. Yeah.
The number 0.
Hey, man, I'll see you tomorrow, man, all right?
Hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them?
Not bad for my first game on YouTube. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.